Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. This path. Everything is wrong. But I remember. It looks like a completely different place, and it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Like I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry to save the world, I'm the worst savior of all. Let's do it. I like the music. Alright, our first slime. So we can go ahead and equip the sword and the armor. A beacon, a worthless landmark in a world with no direction. Plus 40 movement speed within its range. Plus 20% attack for all units. Maybe here would be like the best. Looks like it covers most, all but like 3 spots, where this one is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots. Well, yeah, why not? Meadow. Earth covered with a thick carpet of grass. Nothing really interesting unless you're a cow, of course. Heals 2 HP at the start of each day. So maybe we'll place some meadows up here, like out of the way. Alright, so we got a mace that does more damage and damage to all. So maybe it's like an AoE. Mountain, it's like a rock but really big. Plus 5 HP for each adjacent rock or mountain. Let's do this here. Alright, we got another mountain. I wonder if the mountains are adjacent to each other or adjacent to the character. Another meadow. A grove. A gentle rustle of leaves, a crack of a dry branch, and a feeling of being watched. We can go ahead and put that here. Rock. Its magnificent appearance gives you strength. Road lantern. A small spot of light in this grim world. Decreases the maximum number of monsters on adjacent tiles. The effect of lanterns can stack. Oh, okay, cool. Actually, let's see. My health is 373. If I place this here, at minimum it would be 375. Yeah, see, it's adjacent to each other. Okay, so that makes sense. Vampire Mansion. Hungry eyes follow your every move through the holes in the roof. Adds vampires to battles on adjacent tiles. Maybe here? Right after we get like a nice heal? Oblivion. A bit of the Lich's magic. Causes anything to be totally forgotten. Erase any established tiles, erases monsters from the road. Don't think we want to do that, really. Like, hold on to it. Oh yeah, I see it. It's an AoE of a couple damage. Alright, we got some armor here, but it's less health. Go ahead and do some more meadows. A treasury. The thick walls guard all kinds of riches from thieves and previous owners. Gives a random resource after placing anything on an adjacent tile. Can't be built adjacent to anything. So we kind of want to give it space around. Alright, another beacon. So we got less equipment. Alright, so we have a ring there, increases magic damage. Slightly better armor. Oh, when you equip it, it destroys it. Interesting. How do you get to the build mode? Oh, you have to exit the camp. Although I feel like we could farm this a bit, this area a bit. Back off, human. A vampire? Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock. Only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I am too weak, but you can help me and I will set this crumbled world right. Right. I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone. In the name of good. So be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped our settlements to prosper. But this won't do it all. Now they're just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently the blood of other creatures can't sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures that stand near him are imbued with the power to devour someone else's life. Let's see. Battlefield. It smells of blood and steel. It spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts. Better sword, and better ring. Oh, nice. Vampirism. Shield. I'm assuming that means you steal 13% of the damage that you do. Road lantern. I guess we could stack it. Another meadow, and another vampire manor. Cemetery, a place for the dead and some of the living, occasionally. Spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Spider cocoon, a silky bastion of 8-legged hunters. Spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. Oh, nice. 9% chance to counter in a vampire. Another 8% of vampirism. Even better. Another spider cocoon. Guess we could continue this. Goblin camp. The sound of backstabbing can be heard from miles away. Spawns a goblin on an adjacent tile once a day. Appears for every 10 mountain and rock tiles. That's pretty cool. Damage to all +2. Counter 7 and evasion 6%. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's even better. 0.6 regen per second and attack speed. It's faster. Dun 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 dun. See if we can go to the camp. Oh wow. Mountain Peak. Stone Giant. Could support the sky itself if it weren't already gone. 120 HP, plus 5 additional HP for every adjacent mountain and rock tile. Spawns a harpy every 2 days. I guess if you make a triangle or a cross, you get a mountain peak. The thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. What a timely idea. Let's go ahead and retreat. I can't believe it. Hey everybody, the boy has managed to return. Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, or we can't remember. These people you see are only a small part of what's left of the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We've reached that conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. With each day, new signs of presence of people that, as if everyone here knows, have never been with us. It's like we forgot them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like people disappear every day and we instantly forget they even existed. Almost as if we forgot the place we came from, and our families, and maybe even ourselves. My name is Yoda. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said I had managed to return. That means you remember I was here. Yes, that is why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, I can't wander around in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here, a real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course, I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before. But there's no point of it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'd be glad if you could help us, and we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group is too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to. A place where I can hear other people's voices. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are a few of the things that survived the cataclysm and don't vanish away. Can't be forgotten. Take them. You might need them. Okay. So let's see what the statistics. Game time, expedition time, retreats to camp. You haven't been killed yet. Amazing. Okay. Let's build. We got the campfire. You do a field kitchen, a very important place for any camp. If your nose isn't lying, there's good food here. Plus 10% to the campfire's healing powers and unlocks the Blood Grove card. Then there's the Herbalist Hut. The hands of the herbalist. Always remember how to mix dry herbs and brew healing potions. Potions heal 4% of max HP. You can take up to 3 potions with you. 2 potions are refilled at the camp. Unlocks the Swamp card. Or the Smithy. There's always work for a blacksmith, apocalypse or not. As you start an expedition with basic warrior's gear, unlocks the ability to craft tools for the camp if the supply depot is built. Well, we can't build those yet. So let's go ahead and build a field kitchen. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. What? You were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. What is this? Okay, so you can upgrade or dismantle. Okay. Alright, let's check what happens if you go back on an expedition.